It's time for In Real. And I am your host with the most, Doug Duke, aka self-proclaimed greatest influencer. Actually, might be the second greatest influencer in the world. We still don't know yet, but I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Cleveland Film, Mike Went. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Doug. I'm really excited to talk about this film,
Me
actually.
too. And we haven't given it away yet, but welcome back. But yes, let's talk about one of the best films of the year, and it's going to stay that way. Carolina, Caroline, everybody. Hot damn. I caught the last showtime up here, at least near us in Northeast Ohio or whatever, near Cleveland. I went to the Akron Nightlight last night. Shout out to Akron Nightlight. Great fucking place. Our man, Mr. Cleveland Film over here, he's on the board, aren't you, buddy?
I am on the board, and I actually got to catch the first screening at the Akron Nightlight. So we bookended that bitch, I guess.
Ah, man, that's awesome. I didn't even I didn't even think about that or put that together. That's awesome. I'm glad we both saw it there. I love it there. I sat in the recliner. I grabbed that front seat right in that recliner.
My wife and I, that's what we like is that those front reclining seats there, especially in theater one. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man, you would think front row is not appealing, but it's actually in the way how that theater was constructed, it is actually damn near perfect.
I honestly it is. And then I learned last night that the headrest thing, you got your own
Oh
buttons for
yes.
that. I don't think I noticed that the other like one or two times I sat in those seats. It
Yeah.
actually is like a big deal when you're sitting that close, like to move
Yes.
that actually up and push your head up a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I knocked back some old fashions there because I honestly think those are some of the best in the city at the nightlight. I love those old fashions.
The bar
And
is top notch. I'm not gonna.
yeah, it is. I love it. I do, man. I sucked them down quick too. I was like, give me another one. I was like, well, better get one for the movie. Um, but this is a great movie to enjoy some whiskey too, by the way. Just a whole other pairing, just because of this country western feeling of this film. You know, how do we even preface this? Obviously, I got to do two Q&As with writer, director, great fucking filmmaker, Adam Rehmeier. The Doing that at Cleveland International Film Fest was fucking obviously a major highlight of my life already. Pretty awesome. Great to meet him. Great to hang out with him. Great to just talk to him about movies, talk to him about his own films, which was, I mean, and I told him, and I told the audience at the Playhouse and the Cedar Lee, I was like, he's been doing some of the best work of the 2020s, hands down.
No,
Um,
I totally agree. And I know both of you and I love Dinner in America, which is a movie that, unfortunately, just when it first came out, right in the heart of the pandemic. But I'm glad that that's finding an audience. And Snack Shack, of course. I mean, I see that pop up quite a bit on Letterboxd, and I also, just on the various streaming services. But this one is the first time that he's working without his own script. But my God, it's like it feels like something that he would have wrote. But but obviously, listening to a few articles, and I'm sure you can give better insight to this because you've had so many or those Q&As with him. But it sounds like he worked closely with the writers to kind of riff on it and make it his own. And no, like this definitely has a feeling of something from a different time, but it also is very much of this time.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Tom Dean was the original writer, and yes, they did work on it, and then I guess Tom went on to go do something else, and he just gave Adam his blessing. And I mean, when you're somebody like him, he's gonna like put his own spin on it, and he totally did. And like I think the Big Picture Pod, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
think he talked about it on there where he was just like, this is the first time he's done this. He's doing something that he didn't write, and but it also is in his wheelhouse, and he felt very freeing to where he didn't feel very married to the material, and he can kind of just do whatever he wanted, and he kind of really liked that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it's still very much his movie. Feels like his movie. A lot of different changes, like in our Q&A, and I think even one of the clips from the Final Girl Society that she caught, I think he brought up how, like at first Kyle's character was like in a Mercedes and like all that, and he brought like I think the country western like whole thing. He wanted to kind of do that, and it's very inspired by like the old '70s movies.
Yes.
He brings up a lot of obscure ones like, Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, like stuff like that. And obviously there's Badlands, and I brought up, and I think everybody, I think even Samara brings up like True Romance, and she's going to bring up Alabama. And I brought up like Wild at Heart. And there's
Yeah.
especially those shots, the middle of the road where you get the
Yes.
lines. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking Lynch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
No,
even,
I
and
was.
even the Coen brothers with Blood Simple. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I kept thinking of Lost Highway when I was seeing all those like just
Yeah.
those driving shots. But I mean, let's talk real quick. And I know you could probably expand on this once again, probably more than me, but just the dynamic chemistry between Samara Weaving and Kyle Gallner. It's off the charts and it's sexy. And like we don't really get a lot of movies now that just exuberate that sexiness because it's like them as they're getting to know each other. It's like we as that audience are kind of like leaning in our seats a little bit, like, okay. Like, is this going to happen?
Yeah.
Because it's like they just kind of I don't know. There must have been some kind of like just I'm sure they did some kind of camera test or chemistry test, but like
Mhm.
you can't buy what they're giving off in this movie.
No, you cannot, dude. And like, yeah, like you said, it's sexy as fuck, dude. Those two are sizzling in this movie, dude, for real. And that's what, I mean, this was my fourth time watching it last night, which like I'm just really taking it in now more. Each time it's just like gotten better and I get so emotional. But yes, the start of all of this is like you said, you're leaning in, you're like, ooh, like you're like a voyeuristic thing of like finding this couple finding each other and falling in love, and you're literally falling in love with them falling in love, which is the best romances of the screen. Like I think I
Yeah.
just wrote this in my letterbox reviews. Obviously I bring up like Clarence and Alabama and Lula and Sailor, and I even brought up like Harry and Sally and Robbie and Julia, Wedding Singer, Barry and Lena and Punch Drunk, and I even said like Cliff and Rick, Jackie and Max, like all of it, Freddie and Lancaster Dodd, the master, like these duo, these people that are in love with each other, like this Oliver and Caroline are,
Mhm.
I mean, I can't wait, and I think and I hope like this movie keeps carrying on and people fucking love it because it is just like watching those two fall in love and be together. That's why it's also, so heartbreaking. And
Oh, absolutely.
you
Absolutely. I
know,
mean, that ending is really what, it stuck the landing. Because I feel like we've seen so many films over the last at least couple years where, it's like an intriguing first act, pretty good second act, and then that third act just kind of falls apart. But this one, I think it just really it it just nails it. It comes to this crescendo, and I even started to kind of tear up towards the end. Honestly, it was really I wasn't expecting that. So
yeah.
I really appreciate when something like hits me hard
Yeah, grabs
towards the
you.
end.
And I think all of his films do that. It's in Snack Shack, it's in Dinner in America. Yeah, when I first saw this, I screened it. I literally watched it on my laptop, unfortunately, because uh it wouldn't mirror to my TV. I got really upset. But then I got to watch it twice at Playhouse and then Cedar. So both of those screenings, I was like actually a mess. And I mean, I was even like on stage, like doing the Q&A, being like, whew, like I'm still very emotional. Like I cried like probably three times in both of those screenings. There's like moments, and then the same thing was kind of hit me last night again, my fourth time, so I kind of know it a little better. Like their first dance in this movie
Oh
on
yeah.
on one of their dates, like that already grabbed me because I know where this is going, and I know like just the bookend of that, the dances, like the first dance to the
Yes.
last dance. That last dance, ooh, I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. It's so beautiful, and that song, the cover of Cover Me Up, I think.
Yes.
Wow, from yeah, it's man, just the music, again, the chemistry, the way those two can just look at each other, the way those two can hold each other, dance together, everything. It's just so fucking beautiful. Movie, it just does. It gets me emotional. And then, of course, there is the huge scene, which I think is incredible in the middle of the film, like
Yes.
that just kind of destroys you with Kira Sedgwick. And I mean, wow, dude, it's like, and I think I told him this on the second night. I was like, it's like kind of like a horror film, like the way she leaves, like,
Oh
where you
yeah.
going, Carolina, Carolina? I was like, that is like such a, like a, oh my God, like just a monster. But
Yeah.
unbelievable, unbelievable performance and scene right there.
No, I know it's pretty early in the year, but I would dare say like that if a one scene wonder could be nominated for supporting actress, Kira Sedgwick deserves it for this movie just because it's
Yeah,
just like she comes in, freaking nails it, drops the fucking mic.
for
It's
real.
like holy crap. And even
No,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry, go.
No, go.
Well, no, I was just like, there where most of this movie is a two-hander. It's like we do have these great performances, especially Keira Sedgwick, but also John Grease playing Carolina's father, and he's aces in this movie as well. It's just like, yeah, I mean, it just seemed like you could. I think sometimes you can tell when an ensemble like probably relates to the material or just and just has a ball with it. And it seems like, I kind of wish we could have been flies on the wall in this on this set because it seemed like it was probably a joy to make.
Yeah. Well, I think he said it was a little rough being in Kentucky. And it was probably, he did this in fuck, I forgot the exact dates. It's like 20, it was 20 something days, 100 locations, like 25 days, something like that. We'll have to fact check that somewhere. But it's like somewhere in that range. And like, it's insane that he pulled any of this off like
Yeah,
that. And it's just because of like, he has his like film family and they know how to get shit done and at the highest level. But yeah, to just kind of jump back to Kira, that scene, I think he told me he got her like right off of a play that she was doing and and like kind of just like had a day with her
wow.
and just fucking killed it and obviously was like trying to play it longer and but yeah man, the levels of like how she comes in just like that drunk and how hot
Yeah,
and then just like how fucking serious and emotional it fucking gets but then like and then she just like I said, it was like really just like a monster at the end of it in a way.
yeah,
But Samara, fucking, my God, dude, what a performance. And it's like when she leaves, it's a oneer once we get out. It's like a oneer of her walking to the car. Kyle
mm,
opens the door, lets her in, and then like closes the door and she grabs his arm. Like that part grabs me. Like that part gets me, had some tears dropping for sure, like for the last three times. But I love it. Like grabs the arm and it's just like this moment. And then he walks around and then you still catch her in the mirror, the side mirror and like it's just a beautiful, I mean tragic and heartbreaking but like just beautiful cinema right there. But then yes, jump to John Grease's incredibleness, perfect as the father. Just
yes,
those little moments of him, like the first scene with him on the chair, and when he talks about Ecuador and like what that means, and how
yeah,
that kind of ties back around of like them leaving each other in a way. But then like also one of the things that hit me is when he says bye to her, and then like goes and then like there's like two little things he says to Kyle, and it's just like wow. And again, just repetitively watching this movie now, like he literally like says like, "Okay, buddy," and he's like, "Remember what I told you," and that's like it. And it's just like those looks and that little, just those little couple words like mean so much. And then when she takes off, she like blows him a kiss, he blows it back, and he kind of just like looks to the side and gives a look, and he knows exactly where this is going.
yeah.
Um, yeah, and that's just like, yep, that's the great John Grease, everybody. Jesus Christ, like what a fucking phenomenal actor.
Well, and I love I don't know if we mentioned this, but like, the movie takes place in the early 90s.
Early
So,
2000s, actually.
oh, early 2000. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, I was wrong. But the fact that a payphone ends up becoming like a great set piece where we get the continuation of the John Grease character, where he has these moments with Carolina on the phone, and those sometimes like were a little heartbreaking as well because
Oh yeah.
it's like she wants to still, have this loyalty to the father, but also it's like she's got to kind of get on her own. And there's just like there's actually I love the fact that it's like kind of set in the not too distant past.
Yeah, and obviously he brought that up because or set that way because in today's world with the phones and everything, so you just kind of trying to bring that back and then like I said, like he brings up the 70s and like that's like what this is to him is like a 70s road movie like that. And like more than ever, I really caught all of that a little more last night. Like the camera work, his cinematographer, who's stellar, that he's been working with the last handful of movies, Jean Philippe. I'm fucking up his name. John Felipe Burner, I think. Uh, you guys can fix that. Somebody can correct that. But that guy obviously is incredible because, like, you're doing like, you're wearing the 70s heart, like, on your sleeve here in this movie, and it's there, and like, and it's a digital film. They shot it on a whatever. I don't know if it was an RE or whatever, but it was digital. But man, just like the way that just like it's out of focus. It's like so close. It very much reminds me. And then like, so I was saying like that one shot of that when she grabs his arm, and I was noticing a lot more oneers and like one takes just like boom, like right there on their faces. And that really stood out to me. There's one like towards the end where Kyle, obviously he understands that like she's angry now and she wants to just like take over the world
Yeah.
after the scene with Kira. And you can just tell he's like, oh fuck, we're in trouble because she's just like she's so pissed off. And that's the whole thing about Kyle, how he's all cool and calm and like why he never gets caught is because like he doesn't do it out of anger. There's no anger. So he notices her anger, and there's just like this shot that like holds on his face in the
Yeah.
car, and it just plays long. And I was like, yep, that's 70s. That's so 70s. And then there's a great close up on Samara that's just like it reminded me of John Cassavetes shooting his wife
Yes.
Jenna, and I was like, holy shit! I'm like, that is totally like Cassavetes in the face of Jenna Rollins, but here it is, it's Samara, and fucking God, dude, she's so good in this movie.
Well, and
And
I,
I
I
just
want to
yeah,
give a special shout out to one of the camera operators. His name is Josh Kiros. He's somebody who's worked on quite a few of Adam's movies, but he was the key grip on a short film that I directed. So I love seeing people that that started off here now doing great things with great filmmakers. So
oh, that's
kudos
awesome.
to you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. Thank I mean, thank everybody, man. I mean, we're so lucky to get a film like this still. Um, and I mean, I think it did actually pretty well for, the limited amount of theaters it's in, and
Yeah.
it sucks it only played a week here, but I really do hope it finds its life because like these are, back in the 90s, and I think I told him this on stage when you're bringing up like True Romance and even like Natural Born Killers. We had a lot of these like lovers on the run
Oh
just
yeah.
in that just in that era, even with like Wild at Heart. So we had a good stretch of those where it was just like common, and these movies were bit, you know what I mean? Like you went and it was a big deal, and like that this deserves that, and it's just whatever the climate and whatever scary movie and Star Wars are out, and
Yeah. Well, and I'm not sure which company has Magnolia, but hopefully whatever streamer has it, but I'm,
yeah,
hopefully they'll elevate it and get it out there. I think Hulu might have that. So
yeah, that's what I was
so
thinking.
hopefully Hulu does it right.
I think it's going to be available to rent soon just because of the short window that it had, but.
Sure. Sure.
But hey, man, whatever. Thank God it even got the theatrical release, and some people saw it, and for the most part, it seems like super highly positive. Like I said, I think we're all just like hell yeah, especially some of us. So like, what we're in our like 40s or whatever. Like we're like hell yeah, we hey, these are movies that we used to love to go see.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like where, maybe some people, maybe younger people, and I hope not, like, or yeah, or maybe it is like, oh my God, maybe this is kind of like the first time they're even seeing something like this, and hopefully they love it, and because it is at the end of the day, it's a simplistic like little lovers on the run thing and bank
Yeah.
robbing. It's like, in a way, it's like not nothing new, but it feels like it because we haven't had one, we haven't had a great one in a while, and this is a great one. This is such a great film.
Well, I'll say, like, I hate to use sometimes bad sports analogies, but I would say, like, he's bad in 1,000. So I hope that more people just connect with his films in general, and that he keeps getting the opportunities to make these character-driven, almost throwbacks. I mean, like, and not like in a, I don't mean that in a disparaging way. It's like these throwbacks are stuff that like we as film lovers should love, should embrace and encourage.
I agree, man. He's doing it. I don't know. I don't think we could really talk about what's next for him, but it's going to be completely different. And I do know Kyle and Gabe, who's in Snack Shack, are back, and
Oh,
it's going to be a wild midnight ride.
oh yeah.
Hopefully that wasn't too much, and we won't get in trouble for that. But I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, I love that he's doing it. I love that he's just kind of showcasing the movies that he grew up loving, and
Yes.
we get to enjoy that as well. Um, Carolina, Caroline, everybody, rent it when it's out. If you're still playing in theaters, please go see it.
Yes,
Uh,
support it. Yeah.
it's one of the best films of the year. This guy's doing it. This guy's killing this decade. Everybody get to know him. Getting real Cleveland, everybody. Whoa! Thanks for coming on, Mike.
You're welcome.